Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Tonight I am going to make a really cool recipe for coconut macaroons. Now I am modifying this recipe a bit because I found out I don't have quite enough coconut, so I'm going to reduce the other ingredients as I need to. I will put a recipe, the full recipe, in the description box of this video. But for my purposes tonight, I'm going to be modifying it. So the steps are the same. It's just the ingredients amounts that are changing. Okay, so we're going to start off. It's a very simple recipe. It has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients in it. Okay, so it's very, very simple, and it's pretty much, you've got it on hand if you have a baking cupboard, you know, if you have coconut on hand. Anyway, let's get to it. First off, you have to separate 4 eggs. Now, because I'm short on coconut, I am using 3. You want the egg whites and the egg yolks you'll have in a separate bowl here. Now, to separate an egg, there are little doodads that you can buy that has a cup in the center, and the egg whites go over the sides of it while the yolk sits in the center. For years now, I've done it this way, is just crack the egg, try and get the halfway point, and then you just trade it back and forth, the yolk, and let the egg whites fall to the bowl. So anyway, that's for another video. So we get our egg whites here in the bowl, and to that we're going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. These are my Tupperware measuring spoons, and they're great because they just sit on the counter full. They won't flip over on you. So, to that also, we are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, you can use vanilla or you can use almond extract. Just to enhance the flavor a little bit of the coconut. The coconut can be toasted first if you like a crisper, crunchier, darker looking macaroon. I prefer them white. So what we're going to do, and I will tone down the volume in the video for you, is we're going to blend these ingredients together until they're frothy. So here we go. Okay, now that that noise is over with, that is our ingredients pretty much blended. We have the egg whites, we have the sugar, and the vanilla extract, and the salt in here. So all that's missing is the star of the show, the coconut. Now, this is the ingredient I'm running short of. So I have 2 cups, and the recipe calls for 3. So instead of the 4 large egg whites, I've used 3 to reduce the liquid portion, proportionate to what I'm listing in the coconut. Everything else has been what the recipe calls for, which is the salt and the sugar and the vanilla extract. So to this egg white frothy mixture, we add the coconut in. And as I said, I'm not going to toast it first. I am simply blending it like it is. Now you want to stir it just enough to get all of the coconut moistened. It's going to take a minute to get through because that coconut is pretty dense. There we go. Now this is the kind of consistency you got. Like that. Now this can be done a few different ways. For crisper, lighter macaroons, you can increase the amount of coconut from 3 cups up to 5 cups. For meringue-like macaroons, you whisk the egg whites in a standing mixer until they hold soft peaks. Then gradually add the sugar until it holds stiff peaks. And then the whisk in the vanilla and salt, and then fold in the shredded coconut by hand. Okay, that's for the meringue type. I normally do meringue types, but tonight I just decided to do the standard recipe. For larger or smaller macaroons, you keep the recipe as is, but adjust the baking times to match. Longer for big macaroons and shorter for small ones, obviously. Now macaroons can be dressed up. You can dip them in chocolate. You can drizzle chocolate over them once they're cooked. You can wrap the coconut mixture around a whole almond, or a whole almond and a piece of chocolate, and then bake it. These go in a 350-degree oven in the lower third of your oven, and for 15 to 20 minutes. And ovens vary in temperature, so keep a close eye. You want to get them out when they are just starting to go golden, so that you don't burn them and you don't dry them out. So there we go. Now I am going to pull in the baking sheet I've got. I have greased mine simply because I don't have parchment paper or a Silpat. So I am making do with what I've got, and we're going to go from there. As I told you on my channel this year, I am going to include mistakes and all, and problems and whatever, so that you know you're not alone if something like this happens to you. Okay, the measurement is 1 to 1.5 inches for the coconut mixture in a ball. So don't worry, I've washed my hands. I always do before I do any baking or cooking. Very important. Keep clean. Okay, so the coconut ball goes on the baking sheet, and you space them much like cookies, you know, that could spread kind of thing. So I'm going to put them about that far apart. They're supposed to be about an inch and a half apart, so that's about good right there. And then we'll tray these up and be right back. Okay, and we're back. I have put these out on the trays. The recipe should yield 24 cookies, about 24, but because I am a little shy on the coconut there by a cup, I actually got 20 of them. 20 out of 24. So I'm not doing too bad. See? They're about that size and about that spacing. Now they go into the 350-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes, and we'll be back once the first tray is cooked. Okay, and they're done. I skipped the whole showing you on the baking tray thing. I just plated them up once they were all cooked. For my oven, it took 12 minutes at 350. So it's a little hotter. So 15 to 20 is the suggested, but as I said, keep a close eye. This is about the golden touch there that you want to see. They are light. They are nicely browned on the bottom, and they are moist inside. And actually, I'm going to give them to the Cookie Monster in the house to judge for me how they taste. Now, these can be kept in the fridge in an airtight container for about a week. Oh, he's going for another one, so they must be good.
They pass.
They pass. Okay. Cookie Monster approved. These were really quick and easy to whip up. They took 5 ingredients, that's all, and done in no time. So thanks for watching, and if you give this recipe a try, please leave me a comment and let me know how it worked out for you. As I said, you can dress these up with chocolate, put almonds in them, almonds and chocolate in them. Yeah, all kinds of things you can use to doctor these up on any way you want to choose. Thank you again, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.